I am praying for chicken and the rain.
We look like we're army vets.
We did not plan this, people. Don't know how this happened.
We never do. We don't have wardrobe. Clearly.
There is no wardrobe mistress.
Check the Reddit. Wardrobe themselves.
Wardrobe is our closet. Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, everyone. Here we are, last night at the DNC. Yay!
Welcome to the Corona Kitchen.
Yeah. It's hot, but I'm still baking.
Of course you are. Of course you are.
Yeah. You know, whatever. It'll be a little hotter.
I just want to point out that my tacos last night may have been the best tacos I've ever had. They were even better than Taco Foundation.
That's awesome.
They were, oh my God, that really spicy sauerkraut with the fish. I just can't tell you what a great crunch flavor it adds to the chili. Oh, so good.
Oh, yum. I'm going to make them.
Super good. Yeah.
Cool.
But anyway, I have some exciting news. I had a cup of coffee today.
A real one. Here's the other way we can have a fake one. I'm going to put that on the screen.
I went to Iconic here in Santa Fe. Wow. So everybody, we just want to let you know, Debriana and I work so hard to make this show every day. We love you guys, and we would appreciate your support. One cup of coffee goes so far with us.
So far.
We have to buy food. We have to give up our time. We're going to do it anyway, but if you just feel like dropping us $5, we really
a little caffeination. We're good.
Yeah. So thank you for that.
Lisa had some real caffeination today. That's awesome.
Boy, was it good. That Iconic coffee, it's probably, I don't know if it's the best in Santa Fe, but when they're good, it's very good.
I agree.
Although my favorite coffee in New Mexico is Prismatic, and that's in Albuquerque.
It is. It's really good. I wonder if they're still open.
I hope they are.
I know.
Really
it's hard to know. I read a statistic that said like 40% of all of our restaurants are going to be closed due to this COVID.
That is the small business closing is truly, besides the death of people, is one of the saddest things of this whole thing. It is just such a bummer. That's not even saying enough, but of course, it just depresses me. But we're making cookies right now, so I'm trying to
We are going to make cookies right now, and they're gluten-free.
Hey there, gluten-free. And thanks for everybody for supporting us on the fight against the guy on our YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
About the vegan
flour. Coming out for the vegans.
I think we should.
Yeah. We liked that support. It was good. It's really, as soon as other people got involved in the conversation, he stopped. So I couldn't convince him on my own. It was really helpful to have others join. Thank you.
Guys, thank you.
We're on the backup team.
Our first conflict.
I know. It's our first troll. We've arrived.
Well, I guess we've arrived because someone's mad about what we're saying. But, I'm just going to say this. When the argument is going for less meat and you're a vegan and you're actually supporting veganism, you'd think that people would be like, hey, that's
great. Thank you. I should have said that. Thank you is the correct terminology you're looking for.
Instead, oh my God, wow.
Cray, man. Well, I get these cookies. Well, they're not really cookies, but they're kind of cookies at REI, and they're Sesame
Sporting Goods place.
Yes, And there's sesame seeds and honey, and they're like a wafer, and they have chocolate drizzle on the top. And I think they're supposed to just be like an energy cookie.
In like the trail mix section, they sell them or what?
Yep. Okay. Well, usually no, they're right at the door on your way out, like when you're cashing out, when they're trying to entice you to buy a few more things on your way out the door. Okay. And they are so good. I usually buy them by the box because I love them, and they're supposed to be really good for your energy.
Okay.
So I saw this recipe that's tahini, sesame seed, and almond flour, and I thought it's not exactly that cookie, but it's close enough. So I'm gonna add chocolate chips to mine because why not? Yeah. and it's sweetened with honey. So I got this honey that's kind of, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of thick and creamy.
Ooh, I love that creamed honey. Yum.
Yeah. So here, yeah, that's better. Yeah. So it's not like runny honey. It's
so good.
Because I think that's going to be better to bake with.
Well, all these things that you're describing, all these ingredients sound so delicious even on their own. It sounds like it's going to be a great combo.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll check it out. So I just poured a bunch of sesame seeds in the bottom of this pan.
Okay.
I'm going to end up rolling them in there.
Are they roasted or are they raw or?
No, I think they're raw. They're going to cook in the oven, or they'll toast. These don't cook for very long.
Okay.
So, and I have this blanched almond flour. Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's, you should be a sponsor.
Another potential.
Oh my God. So I'm going to mix a cup and a half of that. I'm just going to put all the dry ingredients first. There's really not a lot of ingredients in this cookie.
I don't know if you had this experience in the 70s, but Granny used to take us to this health food store to buy our quote unquote candy because we couldn't have any real candy. And they had these bars that they used to sell. Sesame seed and honey, and that's it. And they were fashioned into a very thin wafer bar. I forget the company. They made them for years, and that I loved them. And that's all we could have. It was so
well, I have to say the chocolate really bumps it up.
Yeah, it kind of ups the ante there with the chocolate. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a half a teaspoon of baking powder.
Ooh.
And a quarter teaspoon of salt, but of course I'm using my vanilla salt.
So it's going to be a cookie, not a bar.
Right. If this is an actual chewy cookie,
you're going to make
really
it okay.
A wafery thing. Yeah. But I still think because it's got the protein from the almonds, it's going to be kind of good for you.
I mean, there are granola bars that are way worse for you.
I know, it's true. It's totally true. So I'm just mixing in the baking soda, the salt, and the almond flour. I'll put that there. I really like, I have to say, this blanched almond flour. That's the one I like. You can get almond meal, but there's something about the flour that's really more like flour.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I like that better.
I've used that in the, I made a flourless cake with that one time for a gluten-free guest to a dinner party, and it worked really well.
Okay. I need to escape for a moment and get my third of a cup. Can I have my white cup?
We have some viewers and someone saying that's so true about granola bars. Oh my gosh, there are ones that have more sugar than candy bars.
Yeah, they can have way more sugar. You have to be really careful.
Yeah.
I'm just stirring up this tahini. They're right there. And getting the oil and, getting it all mixed together.
Tell everybody what tahini is in case they don't know.
Sesame seed.
More sesame seed. So when you
These
go,
are sesame seed on top of sesame seed.
so like when you go get falafel, they usually give you tahini sauce. You know, for certain, you know, Middle Eastern cuisine. It's a basic component.
And it's delicious.
So good.
I love it. And then I want a third of a cup of honey. So I'll be pouring that in there. See, this kind of honey is much kind of thicker.
I could eat that honey with a spoon. So good.
I know. I love it. It's so good on toast.
So we have a viewer that's asking, what kind of chocolate chips are you using? Semi-chocolate or milk chocolate?
Oh no, I don't use milk unless I'm melting it into dark chocolate. Da 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 da.
We both are very adamant about that. I never,
dark chocolate. Yes,
never use milk chocolate.
And I showed you guys how to make vanilla. I'm using my own vanilla.
Is your other vanilla still curing somewhere?
Yep. Yeah, that one should be, you know, I don't use it so much, so I'm going to leave it there for a couple months. That'll be my Christmas cookie stuff.
Yum.
Yeah.
Knocking it down.
What?
When you can finally wear fancy clothes again, don't knock it over in your closet.
Okay, so now the wet ingredients are all in here. I think I'm gonna get, and they're delicious.
Oh my God,
it's so good already. Okay, I'm gonna add the dry ingredients in here, and then I'll add the chocolate chips.
I really want these right now.
And then just sort of mix this together. There's no egg or anything in this, so I guess these are, I don't know, do vegans eat honey? Does somebody know that?
I don't think so because it's from bees.
Yeah, but they have to make it.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know, but so I didn't know that if I should say these were vegan or not.
Well, let's ask the viewers. Anybody know?
Does anybody know?
If you're vegan, can you have honey? Is the bee thing an issue because it's a live insect? Just asking for a friend.
I mean, what's the alternative for sugar? Sugar?
I mean, I guess.
All right, so I'm gonna
if it's only plant-based, maybe you can have like coconut sugar or something. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. All right. Okay, all right. Okay, so then I'm pulling all this cookie together like this.
You're using your hands.
Yeah, I decided to give up on the spoon because it really feels like this needs to come together with my hands. Okay, so now I'm going to take these little balls and I'm going to roll them in my sesame seeds.
Oh, that's going to be so cute. Hey,
yeah.
Hold on 1 second while I get my power cord. I'll be right back.
Okay, and then I'm just going to put them on the parchment paper. And that's basically it. They bake for a really short time, like 8 minutes in a 350 oven. And
only 8 minutes?
Yeah, they cook they're supposed to be really fast. I'm going to guess they spread out. I haven't made these before, so I don't know. But that's what I'm going to guess. They spread out. You're supposed to make them out into a little disc like this. I may end up putting these in the refrigerator till later because it's so hot right now.
It is hot and dry, that's for sure.
Hot and dry, but that's the cookie right there.
How many cookies does it make?
I have no idea.
We're gonna find out.
I'll let you know. I'm gonna guess about maybe 2 dozen.
That seems like a really great summer cookie that you could just eat and be healthy. You could even eat it before or after a workout.
Yeah, I think they seem healthy, and of course they didn't have the chocolate chips in it in the original recipe. But I really liked the dark chocolate with the sesame seeds. I thought it was delicious. I mean, it's a really good cookie.
That's a great combo.
Yeah. So that's how it is. These are the cookies today, people.
Yum. Cookies just, I want to cry when I think about eating a cookie.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're deprived of your cookie.
You really appreciate food when you involuntary go.
You stop eating it.
Voluntarily go without, but if you voluntarily go without too, it's like, we eat so well, and I feel really lucky that we have food on the table like during this time and can feed our friends and family, and we can do this. Some people are going hungry.
That's right. That's a true story, and we are very lucky, and we really appreciate spending time with everybody, because I know how hard it is for people who are by themselves. This is a hard time.
If you're out there,
get through it.
If you're out there and you're lonely, we'll always talk to you.
Yep. Here, this is how it's starting to look on the tray.
Oh yeah, yum.
Yeah,
that's like,
so. Come in, I'll post it.
That's the perfect thing to have with tea on a rainy afternoon.
Yeah, well, I think like you were saying, it's light, so I think it's a good summer cookie, and I also like the fact that it didn't take long to make them, and it's not going to take long to bake them.
Seems so easy.
Yeah. Well, that's my story, kids.
There we go. I'm very excited for tonight. Watching.
I am too.
And last night was so emotional. I really choked up, I have to admit.
I think a lot of people were. I think a lot of women were.
For sure. We were talking about it today, and it's kind of like, I was wondering if they were going to go to like the woman, show about anything like that. And they had to do it the first two shows, because the reach has to really reach to everyone, that they didn't reach last time. Yeah. And overall, I think it's very well done.
Yeah, I really like. There are some places where I super miss the applause.
Yeah.
But generally, I think I like this format, because you really, I always watch the conventions, both of them actually, and
me too.
You miss a lot of what people are saying, because like the stories, because they often cut in over the stories, and this time you really got to focus on what people were saying, that regular people and common people and the non-famous people. I really enjoyed that.
It's very intimate, and what I was noticing as a television and film producer, the people who speak, especially when they're doing the speeches, it's like they're even more relaxed and emboldened because they're not in front of a crowd, so they're just so chill. They're doing like their best oratory, delivery, because there's stress, yes, but it's not the same as, you choke sometimes, even though all the politicians are pros in front of large crowds. It can get really nerve-wracking. I think they're just all in the zone right now because it's so intimate and personal. It's more personal.
Yeah, it feels really personal, and it's been great. I'm looking forward to tonight. I didn't get to see Jennifer Hudson last night, though. They cut on MSNBC. They cut her off. Yeah. So I'm going to go back and look at it, because I think you can get it on YouTube.
I've been just streaming it on they have PBS NewsHour, they have Politico, they have all like 10 different outlets stream it for free on Facebook.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think that what's so cool about what's happening at MSNBC is they have an all-woman panel afterwards, which is so cool. Like, I don't think I've seen that in my lifetime. Like, they always have a main anchor who's a man at least.
It's very progressive in a lot of ways. I mean, picking the women film and TV stars to be the commentators, like Harry Washington and Eva Longoria and Tracy Ellis Ross. I mean, it's just been so empowering. I love it.
Yeah, it feels it, and it's also really nice to feel positive and feel good right now, because I think a lot of people are not feeling good, for a lot of reasons, and it's certainly Corona is one of them. We're all quarantined.
Yeah, it's giving me hope and making me personally, emotionally feel better, I have to say.
Yeah. Well, I think I have now completed my cookies, and I will bake them.
We talked you through it.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. And I will bake these and then tell you how they are.
Yay. Oh, I want to add to tell everybody we have a very special guest tomorrow.
Yes.
These are legit people. We have the people from Santa Fe Spirits, which is a artisanal distillery here based in Santa Fe. And man, are they amazing. And we're real mixologists. And we have
not us making stuff in mason jars.
We don't have tools.
No. When I told him, we were just like, oh, well, we'll just shake that up in the mason jar. He was like, you don't have a shaker? I'm like, nope.
It's going to be awesome. So I'm going to post that soon, but please don't miss it. It's going to be great.
Super great.
Someone's asking Anne to hear whole sentences for an extended period of time. Would have to agree with you on that one.
Yeah, I definitely tweeted that out myself. I'm so thrilled to hear complete sentences.
Just that alone, and like complex thought and cognitive thinking and reality
about somebody else,
reality and empathy. A lot of those things. So refreshing and wonderful. We agree.
Yeah. Yay. Well, I will post my sticky fingers and my cookies up on the site and let you know how they are.
Yay.
Yay. Thanks everyone for hanging out with us.
All right.
Have a good time tonight, and we will definitely visit tomorrow while we make our special cocktails.
Gonna be good with the real deal.
Yeah, real deal. We might even get a glimpse of a distillery. Who knows?
No, they're wonderful. We're gonna love it.
And they're great people. So we're excited. Thanks, everybody. Be safe. Wear a mask.